This is Gerald Johan van Was and the educational channel related with the book Sound in Form, also with the subtitle Methodical Synesthesia, in 2 volumes available as well, with 1 volume about the theory and the other one and some practical examples, and the other one with or the second part with linguistic studies and some other studies that existed before that are related with letters, the meaning of letters and of scripts and so on. So in the examples I said already, so I recently checked some of the last videos, and one of them was already talking about GERIEF example, and the last one also had words with GERIEF, like grain, great, grave, and so on. And they were already having a completely different explanation. Were they then not correct? No, they can match, but see things from a different angle. And I will do that one more time. I add another angle, and this angle is just an aspect that I didn't mention before. And I deliberately waited a little bit for it, because this aspect is something that you have to focus upon separately to grasp it fully, and then you can include it into your sensing it or recognizing it, and you add it into your perception so that you can recognize it, where it lies, and so on. So there are senses themselves that can sense where the letters are and how they work and how they are interconnected. Gradually you can become aware more things that are interconnected, and you sense them more easily and more quickly. So what aspect didn't I add before? The aspect of time and space. So theoretically, I can also you can learn it theoretically first. So what all the letters, they come down to this formula that I have here, and with this formula I understand every letter. So this is an underlying as a rational association that I can use for me it is more like a double check how what letters are about and where more or less they are, so that I don't make any mistakes. And the first 9 letters, they're all about our current space. It's everything is safe, and it's simply describing everything in a stable position. The next 10 letters are about everything that is changing form, is needing time to develop. It's unstable, and it can use time for it. So if you see an object or an idea or whatever which has a deformation, time is involved, you can be sure. And the last part of the last letters, they are all about finding a solution for this deformation, about this needing time, because there you can find which time is correct and which space is correct. So you interconnect them again, so that you have a kind of enlarged space and an enlarged interconnection thanks to these letters. So the G there is then the enlarged space, where you know that, okay, here it will match again. This is a space beyond myself, but here it can match the ideas that I have and the elements that I have. And the R is then the interconnection, or how it works, how everything is active into a larger context. With GR as well, larger. So how do we translate this? So here in the middle is our known stable world, and the G is the bigger space where everything is at its largest, of how we can still connect to it. So I had the letters in my last video with GR, and I will explain what they will do in time and space. So here, of course, the space is enlarged, which the enlarged space is received over time. So that is an element that the G will include with the elements of space and time. So the space will be enlarged, and this enlargement will be received over time, after a certain time. Combined with R, there is a deformation of the known space involved. Deformation, or losing space, or losing ground, these kind of things. And some of the elements will be lost in your own space and your own environment, and they also will be lost over time and in space. The adaptations, of course, is stretched, and we make kind of adaptation towards the larger structure, and we also know and realize that we become dependent on adapting ourselves to this enlarged space. We lose something, but what we gain also something, which is our adaptation to a larger structure. That is the G and R together. So how do we translate that now to some of the words? We had the word grave. So how do you translate that to the word grave? With a V, it really has a strong direction towards the same aspect. And with a grave, we know that something indeed is lost in time. And from our environment, it's also going towards a different space and over time. So this is also even the object of the grave. Something is moved towards another space, a deeper space, and or to somewhere else. I mean, these kind of associations are recognizable in time and space in the word grave as a direction, because this direction is what it's all about. The word grief, which is lying in the effects of it, thanks to the E, it is about losing something over time. We try to adapt to it and give it a place. And with the F, and written as an F, it is also always about loose material. So this material is about loss and about winning. It's about the interaction. We try to give things a place, which is a bit difficult in this situation. The word GERIEF, also which means temporal working tools, is a Dutch word. It's the same thing, but with the we can give it a place and a practical place. But we do actually. It's not so negative in this case. We use it deliberately, so we lose some. We not just lose things undeliberately, but we deliberately say like, okay, we no longer need it this time or in this place, but maybe in some other place we can use it. That's what is the meaning of GERIEF. It's about tools, but tools that you can only use at a certain time and a certain place, and you move them deliberately into these different places and different time schedules. I hope you enjoyed. This was some extra explanations with the time and space aspect added to it. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.